Hello drama lovers, don't forget to like and subscribe. Breaking news. Paris, the city of love, became the stage for a moment that no one expected. Under the golden lights of the Eiffel Tower, Yang and Dilraba Dilmurat, China's most captivating on-screen couple, shared a glance that silenced the world. It wasn't a scripted scene, not a drama trailer, but something raw, real, and breathtaking. Fans are now asking, was this the moment when their real romance finally turned real? For years, Yang and Dilraba Dilmurat have been symbols of Chinese entertainment perfection, two stars whose chemistry on screen was so powerful, it blurred the line between acting and emotion. Their 2021 drama You Are My Glory wasn't just a hit, it was a phenomenon. The tenderness in Yang's eyes, the warmth in Dilraba's smile, the unspoken feelings between them, every scene felt too genuine to be fiction. But as fans know, in the entertainment world, love often hides behind professionalism, secrecy, and denials. Both Yang and Dilraba stayed silent, protecting their image, or perhaps, protecting their hearts. Then came Paris. In early autumn, during an exclusive fashion event hosted by a global luxury brand, the two stars appeared together unannounced, unplanned, and unguarded. Cameras caught them exchanging subtle smiles, quiet glances that felt like whispers shared only between two souls who had lived 1,000 emotions together. At first, fans thought it was coincidence. But when Yang gently adjusted Dilraba's coat in the chilly Paris air, an act so intimate, so natural, it shattered the boundary between co-star and something more. The moment exploded online. "We waited 3 years for this," one fan wrote. Another said, "This isn't acting. This is love caught in motion." And perhaps they were right. Because that night, during a private dinner hosted at the Ritz, Yang reportedly raised a toast, and what he said would change everything. He looked at Dilraba, smiled, and said softly, "Sometimes, the best roles aren't written for us, we write them ourselves." Those who heard it said the room fell silent. The words weren't rehearsed. They were real. And for the first time, Yang didn't sound like an actor delivering lines. He sounded like a man finally speaking his truth. As videos and photos leaked, social media went wild. On Weibo, Yang Dilraba Paris confession gained over 300 million views overnight. Global fandom's glory couple shippers filled comment sections with tears, emojis, and heartfelt letters. Because to them, this wasn't just celebrity gossip. It was a love story they had believed in since 2021, finally finding its real-world ending. But as the whispers grew louder, one question echoed louder than any applause: was this just a public stunt? Or had the walls between acting and love finally fallen apart? To understand why this moment hit so hard, we need to go back to the beginning of their story. Yang was already a household name, known for his disciplined charm and reserved aura. Dilraba, on the other hand, was China's diamond, brilliant, mysterious, and adored by millions. When the two were first cast together in You Are My Glory, even the director said, "Their chemistry is something we can't control, it's beyond acting." From the very first table read, insiders whispered about their connection. Yang would often bring her coffee, Dilraba would laugh at his quiet jokes, and when the cameras rolled, something magical happened. The tenderness you saw on screen, it wasn't just performance, it was emotion seeping through professionalism. Behind the scenes, the crew noticed how they lingered after takes, their eyes holding conversations longer than scripts required. But after filming ended, they disappeared from public view. No joint appearances, no interactions online, nothing but silence. That silence, however, only fueled curiosity. Fans created entire communities dedicated to decoding every possible clue, from matching bracelets to subtle captions that seemed to mirror each other as moods. Still, both remained careful. Dilraba once said in an interview, "Love is beautiful, but privacy is peace." Yang echoed that sentiment. "I want people to remember my characters more than my personal life." But life, as it turns out, has its own timing. Years passed. Rumors faded. Until Paris brought them back together. During that Fashion Week event, those who attended noticed the way they moved, as if gravity itself had gently pulled them toward one another. No red carpet stunt. No camera choreographed poses. Just presence. When asked by a Chinese journalist if he was happy to see his old co-star, Yang smiled and said, "I'm always happy to see someone who reminds me what glory really means." That single sentence broke the internet again. Because you are my glory wasn't just their drama, it had become a metaphor for their entire connection. Glory. Resilience. Love that endures even in silence. As fans replayed those moments frame by frame, one realization spread like wildfire: this wasn't nostalgia. It was closure, or maybe a new beginning. In the weeks that followed, entertainment media scrambled to confirm whether the Paris confession meant something official. Neither of them released a statement. Their agencies stayed quiet. But sometimes, silence speaks louder than words. What fans saw next wasn't confirmation, it was connection. Yang began liking posts featuring Paris landmarks. Dilraba shared a photo of the night sky with the caption, "Some stars shine brighter when seen together." And just like that, the internet melted again. Analysts called it a masterclass in emotional storytelling. But to fans it was simply love. Comment sections filled with heartfelt messages. They taught us that love doesn't need to be loud. This is what real chemistry looks like when it survives fame. Cultural critics even drew parallels between their story and the golden era of Asian celebrity romance, where stars like Song Hye Kyo and Hyun Bin, or even Gong Yoo and Kim Go Eun, turned scripted emotion into something timeless. But Yang and Dilraba's story felt different because it unfolded in an era of hyper-scrutiny, where love is dissected under every camera lens. And yet, through it all, their authenticity shone brighter than ever. Paris, the city that once birthed countless